guys, welcome back to Expose, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. Comment time. The last comment thing as I'm doing this is limited, so if this isn't limited, this might go up before the last one, so just in case, I don't want to confuse anyone. And can you notice this looks different? YouTube are always piddling about with things. It's like, why fuck with it if it isn't broke? Anywho, Robin, I adore you, my lovely friend. Thank you so much. You're all so kind to me on here. Oh, and is this gonna go up after? Ignore me. Vicky, love it when you laugh, really. She's not making me laugh much at the moment, I must say, though. Serin, that's a very pretty cat, and I'm more of a dog person. However, I have a friend who has cats, and they seem to like me. I love when they curl up in my lap and loudly purr. Maybe I am a cat person in denial. You are! You need a cat. Get a putty dat. There's something about having a cat in the house. I love other people's dogs, but I've never had a dog. There used to be a dog next door when I was tiddly, a German Shepherd, and I used to play with that dog, and one of my landladies had a dog, and I used to blow dry him after his bath and stuff like that. I love other people's dogs, but I never had the time for a dog. And then when I did have the time, I don't have the energy to be walking a dog or looking after a dog, so we never got one. But if I ever get my bungalow, I might get a little tiddly dog that I can strap to my bootmobile and go walkies with. Anywho, Vicky, this woman needs serious medication. Me? Or who I was talking about? Because it's on the comments, so I'm confused. Wigging out. Any channel can absolutely buy subscribers. There are companies that can be subscribed to by the month to help build your channel. Yeah, but does YouTube allow it though? Because I went looking it up and somewhere said, yeah, you can. And YouTube says, no, you can't. And I don't know which is right. That's so sad about your kids not being welcomed by their grandparents. Mine kept us all the time, both sides, and we spent a whole summer with them out of state. I miss them all so much. I would love for your whole family to visit me. That would be so fun. And yes, you would have an ensuite bath. You know me so well. Thank you. That's really sweet of you. Yeah, she said that about the thing. And then we used to go to dinner at my mother-in-law's when we moved here. I used to go along with it so that Jed could see his mother and Tech Help could play with his cousins, that type of thing. And then one day we were leaving, and get this, she says to her grandson, oh, maybe when I get to know you a bit better, you could come and stay for a weekend like Paul does. Really? You need to get to know your grandchild before... I've told Tech Help, if he has a baby, I'm going to be there. Mine. Mum can have the baby back. No. I just... they're on another planet. They're both narcissists, so... Church of POS. She has never apologised for calling her mother a whore or a bitch. The apology to her sisters is a prime example of how horrible she is to people, including her family members. So much for being a sweet Christian woman. That's what gets me about them. Lisa's the same. Oh, just because she reads a devotional before bed doesn't make her a fucking Christian. They're annoying, aren't they? Oh, this is a long one. Doopy-doo. Cool cat. What happened to her? She disappeared off YouTube. Either she was decided to go or YouTube kicked her off. She couldn't do anything for a year. Then she came back, deleted all her videos, just left one up. So I'm assuming that's just to have her channel open so that she can comment on other people's things or maybe come back at some point. I don't know. But she's gone incommunicado on that and on Instagram. You can't... She's binned off everybody. She's got no followers. Very strange. I'd love to be a fly on the wall and know what was happening at the moment. Wigging out. There are two opinions. One is that she left of her own accord, and the other is that YouTube took her channel down. I'm of the second opinion. Elizabeth. Me too. I believe she was thrown off YouTube. Lardy, keep your mask on, then we won't have to see your sulky face, and stop snivelling! Germophobic. Isn't this the woman who picks up her dog's poop with bare hands and doesn't bother washing her hands? She picks dog poop off, well, she used to, off a pom-pom's bum, and then carries on eating. All this toilet talk whilst eating with her gob stuffed to capacity. Unbelievable. Another Lisa. You're so pretty. Narcissists always begging for compliments, aren't they though? James. Everyone started seeing her for who she exactly was. She destroyed so many relationships among her family, friends, and any professional connection she ever had that the only thing she could do was disappear. Because let's face it, if she was right, she would still be fighting her fight. But Irma, Helen, Marie Diana, and Tata were not exactly tough ones to go to battle for her. She lost all of her strong players. We're all here. Yes, we are. 647 to 708. That voice. What is that? And that smirk. If that smirk could kill, I would not be commenting. Right, let me see.
Order number 182.
Oh my god. Fucking bark. Every time I go live. Why do you text me? Does he have some kind of radar?
I hate how she used to bark. I really do. Beguile me. We don't know where she disappeared to, but I'm hopeful wherever she is still addicted to Afrin. Patricia Burns. My ex loved that Afrin. It's addictive though, isn't it? It's scary. She was addicted to everything though, wasn't she? There we go. Why is that? Why do the long things post twice? Katja. Hi everyone. Great start to the week with videos from Jules. Thank you, Katja. Yes, Jules is the best. Will you lot stop? I'll have a big head. Bonnie, yes she is. Will you lot pack it in? My head will be so big I won't ever get out of the bedroom. Oh, did I tell you? I spoke to a counsellor and he said, can I pass your email on to somebody else? So I was like, yeah. I wrote back. I said, anything that you think might help. Then I get an email from the council saying, can you fill in the forms so that we can get someone out to assess you, see if you're entitled to the grant, and da-da-da-da-da. And I said, I've done all this. I did all this 12 years ago. I'm entitled to the grant. The grant won't pay for the works. There's no point going through all the hoops again. Oh, but we need to know if you're entitled, if you can get it, and blah blah blah. And it was like, what the point? So I've gone around in a circle, and he's plonked me back at square one. The only way I'm getting out of here is in a box or if I win the lottery. So keep your fingers crossed for a lottery win. I know Lisa and Lardy and Glenda and Cynthia will be wishing for the other, but there's more of you than them, so I should be alright. Lisa Marie. I knew this arse clown would not do well with all of the walking from the parking lot to the stadium. She probably expected John to drop her off at the entrance to the stadium and she would wait for him while he parked the car and hiked back. Yeah. They got an Uber though, didn't they? And then they couldn't get an Uber afterwards because there was just so many people. Huh, really, do you think? At a fucking rock concert? Dumbass. Nancy, she wants vitamin D from the sun. Her doctor put her on vitamin D pills and she doesn't take them. Woman is so ass backwards. Wow. I have to take vitamin D pills. I never see the outside, so I'd be in big trouble if I didn't. But how did she manage to sit outside with bronchitis and pneumonia and what else? The flu. Poor woman. Lisa Marie, how much did this moron spend on bags during this trip? That Gucci bag resembles a Gucci bag that Jackie Onassis used and made famous in the 70s. Ah, you would think the shit for brains could do 1 minute Google search. She doesn't care. She doesn't want to know anything about it, when it was made, you know, who designed it, blah, blah, blah. It's just monkey see, monkey buy. That's what it is with her. Bonnie, I never heard of her, but I've never heard of Shoppingtons either. Wherever she was at, it's pretty, so great. That's her garden, Bonnie. Yeah, she did an introduction with a drone going over all the grounds and a big field and horses and her walking around. She's got this house in the middle of fucking nowhere with acres of land around it. She can't be for real. Jed said what I was thinking when I showed it to him. He said, who does she think she is? Snow fucking White? And it's like, yeah, I'm just waiting for the birds to come and put a cloak around her and start singing. It's like, she cannot be like that 24/7. I would bet money on the fact as soon as she presses off, she's a complete bitch. Betty Boop, great video. Thank you, Betty. Elizabeth, such beautiful scenery. And then there's Glenda. I know. It was beautiful there, though, isn't it? Bonnie loves your humour. Beguile me. Elizabeth, like Jules, is hilarious. She is hilarious. Wouldn't it be fun if I could get you on a live? That would be hysterical. Beguile me, I agree. She's ever so funny. Elizabeth makes me laugh every day. Slender Sulky spends her life feeling sick and begging for sympathy. Seriously, everyone goes through trauma and grief. And grief is endless with no time limit, surely is. Losing a child must be unbearable. But what I don't understand is how she abandoned her own children and then begs for everyone to help her. Never seems to lose her appetite with flu, bronchitis and pneumonia. No shame. I know, like I've always said, I wouldn't wish that on fucking anybody. Losing a child's wrong. But she walked out on them. So she gave them up. She didn't lose him. Her other children lost their brother and her husband lost his son. I don't think it affects her at all. She used it as an excuse to go down the road of pills and whatever, if you ask me. Very well said, Elizabeth. You have her number, my friend. She loves food, name brands and anything she can fit in her purse and pockets while shopping. Her and Lardy are twins, I swear, Deb. Jean, thanks for this review. You are spot on. There's a special place in hell reserved for Glenda Merle. She spoke badly about both parents, calling her mother a hoe and a bitch. She badmouthed her sisters. They want nothing to do with her. Do you really think she has any qualms about screwing over poor subs out of their money? Like a true narcissist, it's all about poor little Glenda Merle. And they're the ones that will sit and whine. Unless, of course, you're Lisa. Then you just brag about everything you have because how lucky you were in your life. Not because you did anything to get there. But boys, Graham, we've billed that the trifecta. Which she gets annually, does she? Oh, bless God, poor woman. And sometimes semi-annually. This was filmed in her Asbury Park, New Jersey days when money was tighter, but apparently the Crest Sensitive was not good enough because she uses the regular Sensodyne toothpaste. I'll have you know that Crest Sensitive thing is fucking amazing. I tried Sensodyne, it's shite. I've got the world's most sensitive teeth. You know when you go to the dentist and they blow air on your teeth? They can't even do that with me. They're that bad. And I was at my wit's end. I didn't know what to do. And I saw the advert for the Crest and it was like, right, gonna try that. Is it Crest? Yeah, it is. And you can brush your teeth with it, obviously. Or if somewhere's really bad, you can just rub the toothpaste on. Seconds. And so now if Tech Help or Jed or whatever have a problem, they're like, where's that toothpaste? But it's amazing. So you lost out. Trifecta. It's good, isn't it, Jean? Panda. Shoppingtons is in New Zealand. A cluster of gift shops. No way. How cute is that? Shoppingtons. Yeah. It's like saying, oh, I'm going to Sleepytons. You know what I mean? Beddy buys. Fucking idiot. But then everything's wonderful in her life, isn't it? So she's got no worries. Saying this about that, I love it here. I love your roasting here. I have another doozy for you to check out. Nikki Page, Magic Marshmallow. Nikki has a lot of pity parties. Okay, let's have a look. Is that a thing, Magic Marshmallow? Why would you call your channel Magic Marshmallow? Ugh, I'm in the middle of 3 videos. I do that. I would start watching something, then I get bored with it, or I get distracted, and then I have to go and start another one. And then at night, when I'm going to sleep, I go through all my tabs to make sure I've done everything I'm supposed to do, and I've got 9 million videos that I've watched 10 minutes of. Oh, is this her? 66 and a widow. I've survived losing most of our wealth and some of my health. In the past, that was what my journey was all about. Now I'm fighting for my right to have a decent home, a vehicle and some savings. How I plan to regain some, all, or more of the wealth we lost. Finding a happy life in the winter of my life. Never give up, never give in. How did she lose all their money then? No. Oh, that's horrible. My sick husband took his own life. The devil is white. What is it with bowls of slop? I mean, that probably tastes nice. It looks like a nice vegetable soup or something. When a social security check can't buy me. Oh, what? Is she Glenda Part 2? Why is she buying wigs? You'll never gain your wealth back buying a wig, and that looks stupid. Right, I will have a look at her afterwards saying this about that. Is it another distant cousin of Lardy and Glenda? Barber. I have never in my life seen such weird fingernails. They look like ski slopes. They are weird, aren't they? She's always had weird fingernails. Peaches Dixon. Glenda had posted a video about how no one in her family ever loved her, including her sisters, and they were all so mean to her. Notably, both sisters are happily married, with careers, kids, grandkids, houses, cars, and full lives. Rumour has it that they have all gone to the well many times to bail Glenda out of trouble, and as has Nurse. But seems the brother and sisters stopped filling her void when it became obvious that there's no bottom in her abyss of failures. There were arrests before her son was killed. It's always poor me, poor me, poor me, isn't it? And nobody else does everything for me. And it's like, you can't look at other people in your family who've done well for themselves and say it's their fault that you haven't. It's not their fault. You've just got the shitty stick, if that's the way you want to look at it. I lost my temper today, badly. Really badly. Doing a Lisa video. And she was saying that it's your decisions, your choice, that you're where you are, that you could choose to be in a better position. And it's like, really? Amanda, she can be an indoor cat. I had 3 that were, and they were perfectly happy and safe. Yeah, I've had indoor cats, but they've got a thing on their site that says, do you have an enclosed back garden? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, if she's a calico and I get her, I'm not going to let her out. Because she'd disappear in an instant. If she ended up in someone's back garden having a mooch about, she'd be nabbed. I'll let her out if I'm out with her. Or I'd build a catio so that she gets fresh air. But no. But you can't tell them that. Because they want to know that you're going to let them out. Meanwhile, have you heard Lisa is going to be a life coach? God help us all. Hang on 2 seconds. Tech Help just got back from work, so we had a long chat about all sorts of shite. It's amazing the things me and him talk about. We go from one thing to another, and it's like he came in to ask a certain question, and then he goes out and he's talking about so and so, and just like, how did you get from that to that? And it's like, don't ask, I don't know. Just talk forever. Right. Meanwhile, have you heard Lisa was going to be a life coach? I didn't get that far. I lost my rag with that video before I got that far. But how can she be a life coach for anyone? What the fuck does she know about life? She's clueless. In the first couple of minutes of that video, some woman was saying, recently divorced, kids have gone, now what? And she starts going on about her life. And it's like, it's not about you. It's about the woman. Fucking idiot. Elizabeth, lovely skin, Jules. Thank you. What face cream do you use? Hugs. When I use any, Susan, yes, I want to know as well, because Jules has such lovely skin. Thank you very much. I'm just lucky. It's genetics. My gran and my mum both had really good skin. I used face cream about 3 weeks ago because I was moving stuff about, and I've got a cosmetics bag with like a few jars of something in, and I've shoved them over there, and now I can't be asked to go over there to get them. Sad. But Judith Williams stuff is what I'm using at the moment. It was a range on QVC, and when she came first, like, it's what happens with most things, somebody new comes, they start a new range. It was the same with Liz Earle. It was a lot cheaper at the start. Someone will come with a new range of stuff, and the TSVs are really cheap, and you get the whole range or whatever. So when I used to see a TSV with a load of stuff, it's like, oh, I'll get that. I ended up using a load of eye cream as hand cream because I didn't know what to do with it all, and it was piling up and I had too much. But I have done, let me see, a video. Oh, hang on, I'll forget who she is now. And if I do a watch later now, I'll remember to go back to her. On my channel, there it is. That was 4 years ago and nothing's changed, so I'll give you the link. Woo, fuck, that was loud, sorry. How loud is that? Watch the volume when you put it on, it'll deafen you. Share. So you can have a look at that, but like I said, how do I reply? No, that's those replies. I'm really inconsistent. I do really well for about 2 weeks and then I can't be bothered. I've got micellar water here that I use with cotton wool, and every so often I might use one of these. I got these to try and I don't think much to them. Nassif MD detox pads. He's the doctor off of the Botched series, I think, and it's just like wet things. Honestly, I've been talking so long to Tech Help I can't remember anything, but it's just like a damp thing to wipe over your face, and it's, I don't know if it's supposed to have retinol in it or what it has. Hang on, what's it say? Complexion perfecting pads with alpha beta hydroxy. Oh, and that's French. So I'll use one of them when I think about it. But it's very hit or miss what I do use on my face. What I do like, and I'm using something else at the moment, and I'm hoping to get back to the other soon, is the Pixie Glow Tonic. I swear by that. I'm using this at the moment, which was a cheaper version of from Revolution Beauty. I think they had a sale. Someone was raving about these, saying it was like the Glow Tonic, and then they had a sale, and I think they were like £3 a bottle, so I bought a whole load of them, so I've got to get through those. But not so long ago there was a sale on at Pixie, and I got some with the Hello Kitty lid. But if you want to try something, I would highly suggest the Pixie Glow Tonic. I love that. I always feel that the next day my skin feels like I've done something. It feels a lot softer. But yeah, it's basically genetics. I haven't got the answer. I wish I had. Lily, oh my god, she wants to smell like a juicy, youthful woman. Really, Lisa? I know, she's weird. Never buying anything philosophy again. Seriously, snap. And I really like the replica perfumes, but if they're sending her perfumes, they can go and shit. I'm not buying them either. I know, it was funny, wasn't it, Heather? Oh, I need to go shoppingtons. Lily, lol, she now has a best friend all of a sudden. No, she always had her. I remember her talking about her all the time. Sure she does. She's such a liar about the stupid eye cream she supposedly used and miraculously made her saggy under eyes look great. Hey moron, why do you then use so many filters to hide your true face? Why? Anything to sell it to you, Lily. I recommend that every time a brand is stupid enough to send her stuff or sponsor her, we should all go on the brand's social media accounts and tell them we're stopping purchasing from them since they sponsor loser dumb one. Thing is, they don't care. If she's bringing in money for them, they're happy. She looks like she's been slapped around with that hairspray. And she looks at herself in utter admiration and thinks to herself that she looks so sexy and juicy. Oh, we stuck with this juicy thing now. Minute 24:49. Lisa, you're a sucker, period. Let's see.
In conjunction with the other one. When I saw this one, I just couldn't pick because they're so different. This is the 05 Tan. The reason I like this one is
she can't just get one though, she has to have them all. Bonnie, first I want to say I wouldn't wish anyone to go through the death of a child. Yeah, we all agree on that. I just can't imagine the pain. On the other hand, I would give I don't know what that was supposed to be, Bonnie. To know what she said on the other video. Yeah, I'd love to see that as well. But someone said she was just saying her sisters did nothing for her when they did loads for her. What's wrong with people? Wouldn't it be much better to give to their local homeless shelter? I know, I don't get why Will gives her all this. It's Instacart and it's really expensive stuff as well he sends her. And he says he's happy to do it, so... Glenda's dense boobs. Someone who says my eyesight's shite. Glenda? Dense boobs, yes. Welcome aboard, Glenda's dense boobs. If Goosey Lucy Glenda owned up to all her mistakes, we'd be here until hell froze over and all the little devils go ice skating. Whee! Jules, thanks for the gut-busting laughs on Glenda's reaction. She's a despicable, lying old shriveled up hag. No friends, no bottom teeth, no food, no furniture, no weight limit, no Tahoe cookies or Pepsi. Poor thing. I love your name. That's great. Thank you. Lily, what's up with her saying, when you know, you know? She's been saying that in her videos lately. I wonder which YouTuber used that line and she liked it and started to copy it. I think I might have said it at some point, but who knows who she's copying. Oh, one more thing. Sorry for all the comments. Her high and low voice changing is annoying as fuck. I don't mind all the comments, Lily, honestly. A friend of hers was wearing that pink gloss. Sure, Lisa, a friend. Jules, I'm sure she's watching your videos because now she keeps talking about all of her invisible friends. Peg, she's the most non-keto person ever. She has to do it her way. She doesn't follow the rules, does she? As she picks her teeth. I know. And it's like, you're on camera. Stop it. Put your hand in front of your face or something. Okay, James. 8:22 to 8:27. Shall we see?
Upload all the way. So I don't know if you have seen since the car, but...
And this is why they did not want idiots like you out during the pandemic, especially in shopping malls, because your filthy ass was shoving your fingers in your mouth and then using door handles and all other types of things. But you're going to sit there and complain about having to put a mask on like a baby. Grow up. Yeah, and it wasn't even a proper mask. It was a pretend mask. Lily, last comment, I promise. No, actually, I can't promise. When she started to talk about the size of flip-flops, I thought she was going to say something of substance. She acted like she solved some major world peace issue or something. Wow, just wow. Pathetic, empty-headed, uneducated, shopaholic liar. Can you tell she's gotten under my skin? Yeah, you and me both, Lily. What a poster. We've been trying to describe Loser Loser Dumb One in a few words, and she did it for us. The poster heading describes her perfectly. How stupid is this prune? Jules, you should have made that screenshot the thumbnail for this video. I was going to, but I didn't want to spoil the surprise. I thought I'll leave it and wait until she shows you in the video. It had more impact. Saying this about that, you are officially my favourite channel now. Thank you. Baddy One Shoe. Jules, I pronounced heron as heron too. That made me chuckle. Is it a like New Jersey, New York thing that you call them herons? It made me laugh the way she said it. It was like, oh, it's a heron, you dope. Anyway, Matt, sounds just like Lardass and Liar Liar D1. They're all the same, these weirdos on YouTube, apart from me, of course. Samantha, that Shoppington's cretin has to be a parody character, surely. No, that's what she's like in all her videos. Oh, hi. My world's absolutely perfect. And I don't poo. James, 8:17 to 8:32.
I feel like that's what I'm doing right now with this battling pneumonia, the flu, and bronchitis.
Pneumonia, the flu, and bronchitis. Wow, aren't you amazing? You're out, you're filming, you haven't coughed, you don't sound like you're having problems breathing, yet you've got the flu, pneumonia, and bronchitis. Wow. Why am I having a fantasy of her and the ballerina having a head-to-head battle of who has what disease and ailments, part 1, lol. Yeah. Hosted by Wilmington's very own Lisa D1. And in our audience we have our very own Brooke, her daughter, who's 24, Marjorie and Roberta, as well as Cynthia, Sherry and Carol. That would be fun. Film it and put it on the telly. Excellent, James. Fantasy is often well acquainted with reality, isn't it though? Just one small error, James, with all my respect. Brooke is 44. James. Brooke secretly is Lisa's twin sister who's 44 and was conceived 9 years after Lisa. The long exaggerated birth is not spoken of. You two should write a book. 11:19 to 11:29. Let's see what's occurring.
She bought deodorant, makeup, toothpaste. Not only did she buy my Sensodyne, but she bought the Crest sensitive teeth.
Oh, keep a note, people. Not just Sensodyne. The Crest sensitive teeth. Have you got that? Hey, John, back. You listening? Yeah, that one. What? Is this what happens if you just sit back in life and do absolutely nothing? Do I just create a YouTube channel and beg people to buy me pills for my gas and indigestion, my deodorant and some toilet paper too? Curious if this is the American dream, lol. Get a YouTube channel and beg for stuff like a toddler. I'm beginning to wonder and all, James. They're all at it. I want an ensuite bathroom and a bungalow, please. If somebody could arrange that, I'd be really grateful. Deb, make sure to include the brand name products. Store brand will not do. Not a pot to piss in, but send Charmin's toilet paper. James, who goes to a mall during a national pandemic? Who goes to a mall during a national pandemic to buy clothing? Who goes to a mall during a national pandemic to buy clothing and run into a public restroom to change? Who goes to the mall during a national pandemic to buy new clothing, to run into a public restroom and change, to throwing the clothes in the public bin? What was this reminding me of? I can't think now. Who goes to the mall during a national pandemic and then decides to film a live video in a public food court and tell everyone what she just did? I cannot even repeat what she did when she went back into that restroom. But I will tell you this, I would have put my shirt over my face and marched out of that mall as quickly as possible. That would be the universe telling me to go home. But how she could never. Just to be clear, I'm the crazy one, right? You're the crazy one. We're all crazy and she's normal. I'm so lost. I know, who goes back to get something out of a bin? Fuck's sake. And then she buys a top, a jumper, with a crew neck and spends the whole time doing this. Why not buy something that's comfortable? 2132 to 2157.
Like, he has 6 kids from the same woman. She asked him to marry him after knowing him for 2 days. She got his name tattooed on the inside of her thigh, and she said, I want to marry you because I want to have your babies. They were married for 22 years, but he was the primary caretaker because
she says the story with shock, disgust and a little amusement. Is she forgetting that she more or less threw herself on a Turkish man working on a cruise ship, got knocked up by him, but then also married him so he had citizenship, and she had a baby? Pot, kettle, yes. By the way, later in the video she says that millionaire still needs to work. What's her excuse for not working then? Exactly! That's what I said at the time. It's like, you don't give up your job. Hello? Yeah, bye. I'm out of here. Why would you continue to do a job that you probably don't like, and someone else in need could be doing that job while you're doing something fucking constructive somewhere else? I don't know how her head works. I don't understand it. At 5:30, Jules, we all had the same collective reaction as you. Okay, big girl, me, what did I do?
You know, are you resilient? Or do you just...
Well, you're neither, are you?
You know, or
I forget I do that. See, I don't watch them back. Maybe I should. I might edit more out then. Catcher, she cooked more in a day with pneumonia and a slew of ailments, more than I do for my husband and kids all week. I know. It's like, who eats like that if they've got pneumonia and bronchitis? Shut up. Tammy, she's so gross, sitting in a food court talking bathroom talk while people are eating. Exactly. And then spraying fucking perfumes and body mists where people are eating. Clueless. Matt, how is Lardass not embarrassed to do all this in public for at least an hour so far? I know. She's got no... what is it? Head's banged today. Lisa did it to me earlier. Wait till you see that. And, right, it's only a quick one, so those of you that don't like Lisa, I suggest you watch it. I do comments videos and they get limited. I don't know why. I did that Lisa video and I swore like a fucking sailor and it went straight through, and it's like, it makes no sense. Nothing embarrasses her, Matt. She's not like the rest of us. Deb, nothing gets by you, Jules. You caught every lie and exaggeration. Of course she's taken it down, but in the original video outside the post office, Merle said vile and nasty things about her sisters because neither had called her or sent her anything while she was on her deathbed with a cold. Oh. I haven't. I won't put the clip in. Hang on. We'll do a little thing. Poor, poor, poor Merle. Wow, wow, wow. Makes you laugh. Thinks the whole world owes them a favour, owes them a living. They've either got everything because they were lucky in life and their family or husband or whatever has made it so that they've got everything, or they've got fuck all and they expect everybody else to do it. Chat room! Are you lot? See, there's a message in the chat room. Can someone go and answer Penelope? What'd she say? Hi James, anyone see Lisa's latest video? I'm certified as a life coach. Ah ha 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 ha. I saw this 3 hours ago and can't stop my giggles. I can't wait for Jules' reaction. You're not going to like my reaction, Penelope, and I stomped off. I didn't do it all because I just cannot with that woman. Music lover Liz. She's covered in ugly tattoos. Yep. All of them. That's what made me laugh. When she got the one on her hand, the smiley face, and they say don't use that, don't get that, it'll fade. And it's like, yeah, she had it 3 minutes and it faded. Oh, were they right? The actual tattoo people. Bonnie. Well, this is certainly pathetic on my part. I felt it's refreshing not to listen to Lisa D1. No, I feel exactly the same, Bonnie. Bo. When was the last time any dermatologist recommended philosophy for skincare? And here she is telling us it's ideal if you've never used skincare. This woman will lie through her teeth to sell you anything. Ain't that the truth? Patricia. Oh my God. Her sitting there acting like the diva she's not. I've never disliked 3 women, her, Lisa and Sully, so much. What a wannabe. Hugs, Jules. Hugs back to you, hon. Bonnie, she hasn't changed, lol. No. Nasty, through and through. Bonnie, oh, I hope you do find the other video. That one just popped up before I even know who she was. At that time, I couldn't believe what was coming out of her mouth. It was pure evil. What other video? Let me know what other video, Bonnie. I'm lost. And it doesn't take a lot, as you know. Mitz Hackett. Unfortunately, most families have that one child that constantly drains every family member because of the choices they made. Family helping family is expected, but this isn't the case. Glenda is that family member that you stop answering the phone when she calls. She uses her child's death as an excuse for her ongoing bad choices and behaviours. Her late child is blamed for every damn thing that she's done wrong in her life. She's absolutely vile. Another good one, Jules. Thank you. You can see that, can't you? It's like she's happy that she's got that excuse because then nobody can say anything to her. Do you know what I mean? It'd be like, but my child died. La Kira. Would you cover La Kira 55 Barb? She is a real serial scammer and fraud. Thank you. It says your name's Lakira Reaction. Aren't you doing reactions to her? If you are, I don't want to be stepping on anyone's toes. Right, let's see if I can find her. That just made me remember a girl from Big Brother years ago, Nikki. And she was so over the top. And this woman turned up and she went stomping into the diary room and she's like, who is she? Who is she? Where did you find her? And then, because they had Big Brother's little brother, it was a show Dermot O'Leary did. And it used to be on at tea time and Madam saw it. And then she was going around the house going, who is she? Who is she? It was so funny. She did her so well. Really good imitation. Lakira 55 Barb. She's got a very angry face, hasn't she? It's time to clear things up. I'm the real me. Now what? Is this actually her channel? No. This is a parody and news channel associated with the famous crafting YouTuber Barbara Duhon. Everything here is archived under fair use and parody laws. So this is somebody else that's doing her. So let's... Does Barbara Duhon pop up? Let's go back one. See, these are all people thingamy-inner, but I can't find her. Or do you want me to react to the videos that are there? No, that's not her, is it? Because they've just... Because they've just stored all the stuff there for use. I'm confused. Tell me more. Because it looks like YouTube's watching's doing her. And see, that's the thing. I don't like doing something that somebody else is already doing, because then that splits the watching pool, doesn't it? You know, I wouldn't want people coming to watch me and then missing theirs, if you know what I mean. Can you tell me a bit more? You can email me if you want at chattoexposed@aol.com. Deb, on him not being able to get it up, how do you not know it was a lardy problem and not alcohol at all? Jules, your comments are pure perfection. But that's the thing. Oh, he had an alcohol problem. No, he probably had a you problem. Everyone tells me I'm beautiful. Really? Who says that? I find that unbelievable, especially if they've spent even the shortest amount of time with you. By the way, her eating habits are atrocious. Yeah, that was one of the better ones there. You want to see when she's eating at home, Deb? It's sickening. It really is. Susan, Jules, if ever you needed to play that little violin, it was during this whole video. I know, I missed that, didn't I? Should have done. Ma, I've got bronchitis and the flu. Susan, I wish I looked like her when I'm sick. Exactly. And then she's like, oh, everybody can tell I'm not well. How can we tell? There you are, perfectly coiffured hair, full face of makeup, not a change to your voice. Oh, I feel like I'm swallowing needles. I hate when people sniff. Get a goddamn tissue. I know, it drives me insane. Cece, beautiful cat. I love cats and have 2 cats that I adore. Give them a squish from me. I love cats. Susan, oh my God, did you see how much she has on her fork? If I was there, I'd ask her if she would prefer a shovel. You want to see her at home with her, she has a big salad bowl and she's like killing the salad with her fork. It's a thing to behold for sure. Susan, talking about pooping while eating. Those things won't flush. Munch, munch, munch. She's a UK Lisa. Yeah. I don't know. I think she's been brought up well, and that's why she speaks how she speaks. But it's just, can you keep that up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? I know I couldn't. Rosalia, UK has another Lisa, Lydia Elise Millens. Now she's the queen of narcs in England. I think I've heard of her before. Yes, she's one to expose for sure. Plus Tamara. Who's Tamara? We're going to have to get I'll start a thing. We'll have to start adding names to a list to go through. User quo. She really thinks she's something. Wow. Yeah, she's something alright. And it's not good. No. Ewoosia. This lady, ha ha ha. Literally the worst throat while the birds warble. sorry, converse in the background. I know, and she interrupted them. How rude. Bonita, your hair looks great, Jules. Thank you very much, Bonita. I just wish there was more of it. Rosalia, let us just say this woman is a bit phony. No, not another one. Good luck, dear Jules. I know you will make us all laugh out loud with this nut. Maybe take a swig of vodka before you review this one. Go for it. We all have faith in you. Jules, you're the best. We'll see. If I drop Lisa and do her, maybe. Amanda, I have a couple of suggestions. I can't even watch this type of person, just for a laugh. I know, it's so over the top though, isn't it? I'm going to have a thing. If I do a community post, and you put all your suggestions on there, maybe. Alan Elder. Hi, Jules. She did a video not too long after this one. Real life on Social Security, dirty laundry. Laundromat, supposedly there to do laundry, but we only really see her getting change at the money change machine and eating a breakfast sandwich and coffee at the deli next door. Then more hints as to her wants and needs. She's great at that hinting thing, isn't she? I shall... Oh, are you the top one? Right, let me go and find... I'm going to have to open another one. I'll have 9 million things by the end of today. There we go. Top of the list. Right, let's go back to where I was. Is there anyone on the naughty step? Oh! What happened to her? She disappeared off YouTube. Every time she'd hit the Afrin, I'd think of the dad on King of Queens. There was the Afrin episode. It was hysterical. Why is that blocked? Robin, it's funny, but I don't think they have ever had any contact since then. Her and Tammy. I like Tammy and find her videos enjoyable. Lisa reminds me of the story about the portrait of Dorian Gray who sells his soul to the devil for his vanity. I know, that film freaked the fuck out of me. You could see how patient and generous Tammy was with her, Lisa. That Lisa is absolutely intolerable. She is clearly jealous of Tammy and withheld a compliment because of jealousy. Oh, that's why that one's there. Right. And I answered where she went earlier, so... Can we... Let me see if they've gone now. Yep. Ooh, got a few more. Cece, between Jules' commentary and the comments, you're all awesome. Thank you. We've got a cool group here. Madge. This video is so eye-opening to me about what kind of a person Lisa really is. But I have watched so many of your reaction videos about Lisa, but this was something else. She really is mean and so selfish. I agree that she's a very narcissistic person. Thank you, Jules, for making this video. You're welcome, hon. I'm just trying to open a few eyes. What's her channel name? Oh, it's Leonora Smee or something. Hang on. It would be Smee, wouldn't it? There we go. And I'll show you the thing. Show you the beginning of that other one that I did, Bonnie, because you were saying it looked so lovely. Was it this on the... yeah. Right, this is her garden. turn that off because no doubt I'll get done for copyright or something on it. This is her house. There's her horses in her garden, as she calls it. Insane. It's like I said to Jed, I showed him a clip of that Shoppingtons. I said, even the fucking Queen didn't talk like that. And then she's got 900 Dachshunds. And then she walks through the garden that's around the house. He's a cutie. Shall I speed it up a bit? Because it doesn't make any difference, does it, when we're not listening? Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's... How the other half live, huh? I don't really know much about her, but she could do weddings there, couldn't she? I wonder if she does. Maybe that's what her work is. I don't know. I didn't watch much more of... After it got to Shoppingtons, I turned off. But, I mean, look at that for a garden. Do you know, there's people in apartments in New York the size of a toilet, and then there's people like her living with fucking acres and acres and acres of land. And it's like, what did she do? All she did was being born into money. How is that fair? Do you know what I mean? It's... But according to Lisa, you know, it's your own fault if you're not rich. Whatever. He's such a cutie, that little fella. Look at him. My uncle and aunt had a black Dachshund called Twiggy. She was a loon. You'd walk in and she'd run round and round your feet, so you had to stand still until she got bored, because otherwise if you went to walk you'd tread on her. But yeah, I always used to laugh at her name, Twiggy. But yeah, this is her back garden. I'll give you the link, Raven. So, there. And the rest of you can go and watch her if you want to. So, we've got to the end. If you got to the end with me... Why am I always sliding down? Anyway, if you got to the end with me, thank you very much. And I will see you in the next one.